podcast. Alright, hi guys. Hi guys, hi. How are you today? As you can see where I am, it's grey, it's raining. But you're coming to a walk with me. We're going to the shop to see if we can find some liver. If you remember yesterday, so somebody just walked past me and I didn't want to speak. I feel shy when people see me recording. So if you remember yesterday, I said I went to the shop to try to find some liver. I couldn't find any, so I'm going to try. And I said I was going to try this morning. And to be honest, it's not necessarily morning now, it's 11:30. Let's hope they do have some liver. So, yeah, on the way to the shop, I'm going to tell you how I feel today and how I was feeling by the end of the day yesterday. And I'm going to start by saying, why is it some people have this skill to put another person down, to squash another person's positivity, to extract that positivity from the other person and insert some negativity? Why? And I tell you what, that's what happened to me yesterday. My dear husband, last night, he asked me, so actually asked me a couple of days before, and he said he was concerned that I was turning into a bit of a bum, and I believe I told you this in one of the videos. So he told me he's concerned I was turning a bit of a bum. I said I'm not turning a bit of a bum. As you've noticed, I've been working all day, long hours. I don't even take any breaks. I do take breaks to come for walks and to cook some food, but other than that, I hardly take any breaks. So yesterday, he asked me the same question. I said, well, as you know, I've been working. Give me an update. How you going in your business? And I gave him a bit, because I don't give him too much information, because he's somebody who questions everything and then he puts everything down. And it's not just with me. It's also with other people he speaks with. For example, in his industry, he's got a colleague, he used to have a colleague, doesn't work with him anymore, and asked him how he could get into this sort of going offshore and things like that. And he said, well, his reply, and he's the one who told me this. Well, I told him there's no chance. Well, if you want to get to offshore, he needs to do 5 years of grind work and being paid peanuts like a graduate, and that's how you get offshore. And I said, listen, why do you have to be so negative? Why couldn't you just give him the information? Why did you have to jump directly in some negativity? Perhaps it's going to be extremely successful. Just tell him these are the exams you've got to do, these are the licenses you've got to do, these are the agencies you've got to get in contact with. Because I believe this guy, he's got about 20 years or just less than 20 years experience, but inland, not offshore. So I said to him, why did you have to give him some negativity? And he's always like that with everybody, and even with himself. And sometimes I wonder whether it's because, I know he's my husband, right? I know he's my husband, but I wonder it's because he doesn't want people to get ahead of him. That sort of person doesn't want anybody to get ahead of him, so he just inserts some negativity. And to be honest, he does also that to himself. So he's got something ahead, somebody putting something to play that seems to be good to be true, or maybe he doesn't want to adventure it. He just starts being really negative about it. And then later on, somebody just went past me again. Yeah, so then later on, he says, oh, I should have done this, I should have taken that, I could have been a millionaire by now. And that pisses me off. And I say, please stop filling my head with your stuff, because every single time I say, take this opportunity. If you don't do it, you never know what will end up by. Like, oh, you don't know anything. That's the sort of person that he is. So yesterday I told him really briefly where I am with the business. Like I said, not too much information, because you find some way to be negative about it, right? And still, it was extremely negative about it. So much so he got up from the sofa. Sorry, the postman just drove past me, and I know him. Whenever he comes and knocks at our door, he just chats to us a bit, because I want to pretend I didn't see him, so I just put my head down a bit, because, you know, me recording, you see what I mean, don't you? So yeah, so I just gave him, going back to his story now, I gave him some information. Honestly, his reaction, I showed some of our producers. Automatically he started give me some negative feedback, and I said, right, okay, thank you very much for noticing this. Once I produced everything, do you mind if you review everything and do this that, blah blah blah? I don't know, you just say, oh, you never listen, blah blah blah, it's difficult speaking with you. And I said, listen, why do you always have to be negative about everything and everybody? He's like, what's your problem? He just got up and left. This morning, right, when he was getting ready to start working, he worked from home again today. He worked from home all week today, which honestly, I don't like him having around all day, just being in my case. He, this morning, about 7:30, I was lying in bed reading I was listening to some videos and also reading some things at the same time, you know. So listening to videos and read at the same time, who can do that? I can. I can't give my full attention to both, but half and half. And then he was getting ready. I said, listen, do you know that in the Bible it says that if two people believe in the same thing, it can become a miracle, and it comes true. Becomes a miracle that becomes true. Am I saying this right? Yeah. So you see what I mean? And then you say, oh, I've never heard of that in the Bible. I said, I'm gonna find it. So I'll find it. It's Matthew, I think, chapter 18, verse 19, if I remember correctly. And then, okay. I said, listen, do you know what I'm saying? I said to him, do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It's like somebody walking past. I'm gonna stop for a minute. Right, so then I said, do you understand what I said this to you? It is because you're so negative about everything. For example, things about you do, decisions you're gonna make, you have to be more positive about it, because at least I'm positive about you. So yeah, my phone stopped recording again, and you missed a big chunk of it, so I tried to listen back to where I finished, to where I left. So yeah, say I'm positive about these things, you know. If you'd be more positive about my things, for example my project, you know, we have two people be positive about it and miracle would happen. So what have you been doing about it? I don't know what trajectory you're taking. I don't know if you've got what plans, what's the next step. I said, listen, do you even have a plan? Do you have anything you're gonna say? Of course I do. I've got this spreadsheet, step by step, which stage I am at, with the deadline, which ones I've achieved, which ones I completed, which ones I haven't completed, and the ones I haven't completed, they're in delay. I put notes next to it, and I also got notes telling what the next step is. Do you know what his reaction was? Oh, there's no point even talking to you. He just walked out. To me, is that a sign of jealousy? What is it? Is it that sign of not wanting somebody to have a high achievement? And gone. 1 second. Is that somebody doesn't want their wife to achieve something amazing in their lives? What is it? What is it? Is it because he's got what is it called, some kind of complexity about how much he could have achieved and he hasn't achieved, so therefore he wants to stop other people from achieving as such? So no liver. It's 10 to 12 now. No liver. I actually got some nice information, some good information from one of the sales assistants. She told me they should be receiving a meat delivery from now 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So I might come back later. And she said that perhaps they only receive delivery once a week. I'm going to definitely come back later to get some lamb liver. Not lamb, sorry, ox liver. Because they only had lamb liver today, and the lamb liver is frozen. And the best one for me is the ox liver, because pig, don't like it at all. Pig to me, no, don't like it. Don't like the flavour, don't like the texture. Lamb, don't like the flavour. The best one is ox liver, so I'm going to come back later. So anyway, going back, yeah, I'm not sure why it's so negative. So what, yeah, his energy was super negative, and that gave me such a bad, awful, I don't know, awful feeling, you know, made me feel really down and down in the gutter, because him being my husband is the one should be supporting me, right? Because whenever it's him, I support him. I really do. You know, so anyway, so you know those incenses they light, and you even get it a lot in Japanese and Korean and Chinese temples. No, these Asian in general, they're the ones who burn the incenses and put them in temples, around their homes. So I love them and I buy them a lot, just to even make the house smell nice, right? And then I lit this one. I put the smoke all over me to chase away that negative energy, because honestly I don't need any of it. I really don't. You know, I said I'm taking this break not just to build myself mentally, make myself strong mentally, also to take a break, the well-deserved break that I didn't take when I suffered the stroke. At the same time, I'm allowing this break to work on my growth, my personal, my professional growth. I'm working this. I'm working towards that. Hopefully by the end, because I've given myself a deadline before I start looking for a proper job, working for somebody else. Before I reach the end of that deadline, perhaps I'll start seeing some positive outcomes. You know, some signs I'm starting to achieve my objectives. Hopefully, no, not hopefully. That's definitely gonna happen, right? Because we need to positively manifest about ourselves. So yeah, I don't want that negativity from him. And what do you guys do in this situation? What do you do? You know, and he's so negative, not just about others, about himself as well. So I'm not just gonna say he loves putting others down and not himself. No, to be honest, he puts himself down first and then he reaches out to others, as if he wants to spread out his negativity. He doesn't want to be the only one in this negative universe that he's created. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, that really inserted some not such a good bad energy into me. which I'm trying to fight off. And then halfway through the morning today, as I started working, I could sense some of it leaving my body, and some positive energy coming back to it again. And that's what I've got to fight. I have to fight these negative demons, like you do as well. Like you do, you have to fight these negative demons. Let's all fight together. Let's do that. Yeah. Wow. And also, I spoke to my sister. She told me about my brother. Not such a good news. I have to phone him today. Not today, tomorrow. I was meant to phone him last Saturday, but I didn't, because I can't face. Well, I'm somebody who always takes on other people problems, and I listen to them. I give advice back, but even when I'm feeling bad myself, mentally or physically or financially, healthily, wealth, health, everything. But this time I said, no, I can't phone my brother today, that last weekend, because I'm having to sort out my own problems. And I'm trying to sort out my problems all by myself. I don't communicate them to anybody. Obviously I communicate them to you, my listeners, but not to those close to me, as you know, not even my husband, because there's no hope with him. No hope with him. So anyway, I think I'm going to phone my brother tomorrow, because I read something on his WhatsApp profile. And those things that people post updates, I don't even know how to do them. Not even I don't know. I'm not even interested to say, how's your day going today? And he said, so he posted this, and he said, if you ask how you feeling today, what will you be your honest answer? He said, disappointed. He just noted 3 really negative words, and that really impacted me again, negativity. Am I being selfish here? That at the moment I don't want to know about other people's issues. I like to focus on my own. Am I being too selfish? Obviously I'm going to try to phone my brother tomorrow. I'm trying to gather the courage and the strength to phone my brother tomorrow, because what my sister told me about him is really concerning. But I just don't want to face other people's problems. I know he's my brother, but I've got so much going on in my mind right now, So, yeah. So, sorry today the video hasn't been so positive. To be honest, I feel that my videos haven't really been that positive. But I feel today's been one of the most negative ones. So, I really apologize for this. And I'm not going to apologize. Actually, I'm not going to apologize, because this is why I created this channel. For me to express how I feel, what I want to say to the world. But I can't. I just keep it all within myself, So I'm not going to apologize, because that's why I created this channel. And yeah. So as you can see, sorry, I'm going to change subject again, because I think I'm about to end this video now, because I feel so frustrated. But I'm going to go home now. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to carry on working today. Okay. I hope yesterday's videos went alright. I hope today's video is actually going to be okay, because my phone stops working and starts. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. Maybe it's the memory. I don't know. I delete so many. This is a new phone, not a new phone. It's going to be 2 years in January 2026. But first time I started recording, I delete all the old videos, add new ones. So let's hope yesterday's videos went okay, and let's hope today's video actually goes okay. Let's hope he doesn't miss so many chunks of it, because I think I've been speaking quite a lot, and there's no point in me trying to say all over again what I said, because I won't even remember what I missed, what I didn't miss. So anyway, what do you think of me today? I did some my makeup, obviously with my big chunky glasses. I'm sure you're not able to see what I've done. It's rainy, even though my face is not getting wet, the top of my head is getting wet. See, I digressed again. This channel should be called All Over the Place. So yeah, I'm gonna go. You know, I was feeling so extremely positive yesterday and the day before yesterday, because I worked for so many long hours. You know, the day that I went to bed at 3:30, just because I wanted to move on, just because I couldn't stop focusing. And I felt so positive by the end of that morning, because 3:30 is the morning. It is an evening, isn't it? Some people are waking up to go to work, but I'm still working. So, and then feeling extremely positive, and then to have an SHIT head, right, doing that to me. Do you think it's fair? Please comment down below. Do you think it's fair? Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna say again, second time, I'm gonna go. It's Friday today. Happy Friday. It doesn't feel so happy to me, but honestly, I hope you have a happy Friday. Days like this are normal. We have up and downs, especially those who are closer to us, you know, because the ones who are closer to us, they're the ones who see, we tend to see their bad character, not our friends, not those families who live far away from us. No, those are the ones who share a bed with. They're the ones who we tend to notice their bad characters more, and they're the ones who tend to express their bad characteristics of them. So yeah, have a lovely Friday. I think, well, I'm going to also try to get on with my day. I'm going to light some more incense. I'm going to get some smoke around the house to get rid of all that negative energy. The one I've been using is called Palo Santo. That's good to expel bad demons. So yeah, I'm going to go home. I'm going to light another incense and then carry on working. Well, have a lovely day, evening, morning, afternoon, tea, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you do. Have a lovely day. Go out for a walk. Look at me. Even today, I even said I don't go for walks when it's raining. I went out for a walk today. Okay, I did have an objective. The objective was to buy some ox liver. I didn't get that, but that still made me go for a walk. To be honest, I could have gone in the car, but I said no, I'm going to take this opportunity to walk. So you guys also please do that. Walk every day if possible. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, it doesn't matter. Just go for a walk. Get that fresh air into you. You know, get that blood flowing. Get those positive hormones pumping, you know. That's a good time. You know, today I left the house feeling extremely negative because I walked and I've spoken to you guys. Not so bad. Not so bad. All right then, have a lovely day. Bye.